So,
This 10 o'clock, November 27th, 2013. We'll call this meeting to order. Item 2 will be roll call. Murphy?
Here.
Goucher?
Here.
Strawn? Here. Item 3, approval of minutes of the last regular meeting, November the 18th, 2013.
I wasn't here, so.
You missed a quick one.
it was fast.
I do have questions.
What?
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I guess it makes sense.
I'll make a
Right here.
motion to approve.
Right here on the mowers. Mike would have made the motion. And
Right.
I would have seconded. So
Right.
it's Goucher, seconded by me. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Minutes approved.
Oh, there's Rudy.
Hello.
Hey.
Just in time.
Thank you.
Item 4, presentation of the audit engagement letter to the Board of County Commissioners by Robin Fass, State Auditor's Office.
Okay, that's me. I have two engagement letters because we're doing a fiscal year 12 and a fiscal year 13. So
Okay.
I'm going to take one and pass it around. That'll be year 12. This will be year 13. We'll have the chairman of the board sign this, and we'll have the treasurer sign it, and the county clerk.
Take
The
one,
treasurer
pass it on.
because they're responsible
one,
for
yeah.
the revenue and the balances, and the clerk because she's responsible for the disbursements. All right. Need to ask you guys, tell you a few things about our audit and ask you a few questions while I'm here.
Here's another one.
This is 13.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, on the second line of the first paragraph, it has the dates in them for which fiscal year it is.
All right, and the previous years we've done, or last year, the last time we did audit, it was an operational audit, which is an audit allowed by the Yellow Book, by our standards. However, at this time, we're going to do a financial statement audit. One of the requirements of spending over $500,000 is that you have a financial statement audit. So we're going back to those, our office is going back to the financial statement audits. That being said, I need to ask a few questions and tell you a few things. During our audit, communication is expected to be two ways. You're supposed to communicate with us things that you feel are relevant, and we're supposed to communicate with you things that we do find. So we're emphasizing communication between us and the county. So I have a few questions to ask. Have there been any new accounting policies or estimates adopted during our audit period? Okay. You do have federal grants, and I've got your signed schedules of your federal grants here. Do you have REAP or state contracts? Juvenile detention or?
All of them.
Yeah. Are there any lawsuits?
Well, let's back up to the REAP deal. We do it for the small towns that don't audit themselves. Like,
It comes to the county first, though.
sorry, I should have clarified
No,
that.
that's fine.
And it goes into the real fire, or there may be one in there for them in that
Okay.
time frame.
Okay.
I'll have to look. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Well, and then it's okay to say, I'm not sure, well, I'll get back with you on that.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine. I can't expect you guys to remember what happened 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Have there been any lawsuits involving the county?
Not that I know of.
No.
Okay.
I think so.
Are there any unusual occurrences during the last 2 years which might affect the county's ability to continue? Any key changes in personnel?
Just me.
And when did you take office?
September 1st, of 2012.
Okay.
And I don't know if it matters, but like at a foreman level, somebody that can do things like that, I have a new foreman in my shop.
Okay. Is he responsible for any of the bookkeeping or the fixed assets or?
It just, we're migrating into it right now.
Okay, but during our audit time frame, probably
June
not.
30, no, probably really
Okay,
not.
okay.
So if that's where you cut it off at.
Do you know of any related party status that should be communicated to us?
Any what?
Related party status. Does the board do business with any entity which you receive benefit from?
No.
You're not board members of any bank that you have
No,
money with,
no,
or
no.
members of co-ops that you do business with? Okay,
Well, yeah, we're gonna be members of the Farmers Co-op, there's no way around it,
okay,
but not on the board,
right,
if
Right.
that clarifies it.
right. Okay. Any unusual occurrences that's going to affect the cash balances? No new revenue sources, no major expenditures. Okay.
Just that small one, right?
Yeah,
Grant.
right. Just that one, that federal grant
Oh, yes.
that you'll be
And the
working
GO bond
on.
that's tied with it,
Yeah.
And how much is that GO bond?
300.
Actually,
314,000.
356.
Hmm? 356,
314,000.
originally 356, but now 314. Is that what I'm hearing?
I think it's 314, but I can show you for sure, the
Okay.
exact number.
It accrued interest over the unused time, is what that 56,000, it's a $300,000 GO bond that accrued interest from whenever VAP was put in place until we used it a year
Okay.
ago on AWAD rate.
Okay, the answer says.
Okay, I think you're right.
Was there interest on there? I thought we paid I thought there was 61,000 payment.
Yes,
She'll find it, we paid something with that interest, and I don't remember what it was now.
yes. And I can show her all that too,
It's been 2 or 3 years ago.
the exact number, yeah.
Okay, who do you want to designate as the person responsible for the financial statements?
Deborah.
I like that idea. I like that.
She's over here with your prize, you just won it. There you go.
I will tell you this, that the financial statements are prepared by Dave.
I was just getting ready to say, it looks like
The first person to speak up, and I knew that.
Yes, I wonder why he's
Let's
trying
kind of
to,
move in that direction.
if that doesn't work, the chairman here can do it.
there you
Let's
go.
move in that direction.
Okay. Our field work has started, and we're doing a fiscal year 12 and a fiscal year 13. Okay, now the objectives of our audit, which are outlined in your engagement letter, is that we're going to look at your CFA, or your schedule of expenditures of federal awards, and if it is over $500,000 in expenditures for any year, we will have to do a federal audit, which we just incorporate some extra steps into our financial statement audit. What year do you think that occurred? That you spent more than, was it the fiscal 12 or the fiscal?
12.
Was it 12?
Well, no, I don't know. It would probably be 13. I'm just-
13.
yeah.
It started in the 12.
It was in
We
12.
spent until the 13, yeah.
We worked on it for 5 years to get it,
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
it's hard to tell.
We will list all of the funds that the county, that falls under the control of the county. And then we will prepare a schedule of your major funds and then your aggregated funds, and then we'll prepare another schedule of the aggregated funds broke out. And that means that the lesser funds are the ones that do not have this much money, and then we, on the front schedule, we just put those all together. And then later on in our footnotes, we break those out. We will do a budget to actual comparison for your general fund and your health fund. There's some introductory information at the front of your report, which will not be audited. It comes from the almanac, it comes from different reports that you guys have done, but they're not necessarily audited, but it's just in general information. We need to talk about management's responsibilities, which are outlined in this letter. As management, you're responsible for seeing that the financial statements are prepared and presented to us. When you present any kind of financial statement, whether it be a CFO or any kind of report, you are presenting it to us and you are saying that it is accurate, that it is complete, that the classification is right, that things are reported in the right year. There are, can't remember what complete. Anyway, when you sign a document and present it to us, those are the assertions that you're making, and our job is to test the accuracy of those reports in a financial audit. Okay. You are responsible for making all financial records and related information available to us. You are responsible also to include identifying significant vendor relationships. You have that to us. Okay, you are also responsible for the design and implementation of programs and controls to prevent fraud and to detect fraud. So as management, it's your responsibility to see that the controls are in place that will help prevent and detect fraud and errors and omissions. So, and also as management, you need to periodically monitor those procedures to make sure that they're effective. And that is where that countywide controls finding comes in, is because we know that you're probably doing that, but there is no written documentations or procedures to prove that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Responsible for the preparation of CFA, which we have, and the other supplementary information that we put in there, you guys have prepared. You can read these later, but I'm just hitting the highlights here. Okay, also, you're responsible for the footnotes that accompany the financial statements. So it talks about the how you collect your ad valorem and your sales tax and your basis of accounting. Those are the footnotes that we're talking about that you're responsible for. Also, your audit findings from previous years, you're responsible for seeing that those are followed up on. So we'll be talking to you about your prior year audit findings and seeing where you are at. You responded to us saying that you were going to do certain things, and we'll follow up on that. Now then, audit procedures. We're going to, like I said before, we're going to audit your CFA. We're going to audit the financial statements David has prepared, and we're going to look at your budget to actual on your health department and your general fund. I'm not going to go into it. We will assess the internal controls over your financial statements to see that they're in place and that they're effective. Also, we have audit procedures that are designed to see that you're complying with material laws and regs that relate only to the financial statements and to other areas if we consider them significant, which probably will be your fixed assets. Because you're on a cash basis, those are not put on your financial statements.
Right.
But we will see that you're in compliance with the fixed assets, and we're required to audit court clerks by statute and the inmate trusts by statute. So those are the things we'll be looking at also. Is there any questions?
Inmate trust, that's something the treasurer doesn't have anything,
Right.
okay.
It runs
Records.
through.
Okay.
It is not county money, it is prisoners' money, or inmates' money. So it's not county money, so it's not on your financial records. However, if they choose to, talking your stuff here, if they choose to have a commissary, do you have a commissary? So we will not be looking at that,
Thank you.
so,
All right.
yes. All right. Any
Okay.
questions? And, you know, if you have any concerns, you know where we're at, we always welcome any feedback we can get from you or any questions.
How long are you anticipating this to go?
Well, the problem is that Corey will be here most of the time. I will have 2 audits going. I will be in Noble County, which is Perry, and I will be doing this county at the same time, supervising this county also. So it's going to take probably till, I'm thinking, March, February, March. We'll be here a long time. Part of our procedures is to assess the areas that are risky. So we have risk questionnaires that I need each of you all the officers to fill out. Also, I need to make you aware that we have a peer review every 3 years. And this is a letter saying that we passed our peer review. And I need to supply that to you. I need you
To sign
three
that.
to sign my copies of the engagement letters and give them back to me. It's just paperwork is all it is because,
Oops, sorry.
law requires us to do the audit, so it's just a formality that we sign it.
Do I need to seal it?
Pardon?
Do I need to seal it? Use my seal? No.
No, just date it, please.
To the 27th.
Yes. I had planned on coming and engaging on the 25th, and then I heard you guys didn't have a meeting. I'm glad I called. So, do you meet pretty much every Monday at 10, except when?
Except for if it's at the end of the month, then we meet on the last day of the month unless it's a Friday, and then we meet on the next possible. Which this one would have been Thursday, but since it's holiday, it's today.
I'm confused, but.
Yeah,
Call first.
yeah, that's best.
It is somewhat confusing, I agree.
Could give her a meeting schedule from now on next year.
Yes,
I will do that.
Still call first.
Yeah.
Yeah, in case I've changed something. Or they've changed something. Oh, sorry. Okay.
So we just fill out what's applicable to our shed, and that's all you want
Yes,
for us?
your particular office, yes. It is not a countywide questionnaire, it's just,
Good,
Oh,
because some of this
here.
stuff I wouldn't even answer.
right, right.
Do you want these turned in now or at
Um,
another date and time?
Typically, within 10 working days, anytime we request something of you is when that's kind of our deadline. And we understand that there are gonna be times when there's a lot going on in your office and in your personal life where you can't quite get it done. So if you have trouble getting stuff back to us within 10 days, then just call Sherry or call the office and say, I haven't forgot about you and I am working on it, I just need a little extra time.
Okay.
At the end of the audit, I will come and do what is called a pre-exit, we'll sit down with you, and I will tell you what we found, why that's an issue, and what we would like to see done, and then I will give you 10 days to respond to that finding also. So,
May I ask a question?
sure.
I notice on the contract, there's a fee that will be
Yes.
charged by the state. What's a typical fee or for, say, for which county?
Okay. Typically, what we see is that it is always more than what the audit account has. Every year, you're supposed to take 1/10 of a mil and put it in reserve for the audit. So we estimate this 2-year audit to be in the $52,000 range. There's a lot that goes into these audits, and I know that sounds.
But it's basically budgeted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Is that your 8,000 account or, no? It's an audit
It's
account.
an 8,200 account, yeah.
It's within the general fund.
Yes.
And if the bill comes for more money than we have in that account. We just empty that account,
Right, and
and
then,
that's all they get.
yes.
Oh, so you don't have to rob some other account?
No.
No, sir, no, sir.
They just get 1/10 of 1 mil, period.
Yes, yes. And we, typically, your rural counties are not gonna pay for their audit, because they just don't have the, valuation that your larger counties, like Oklahomans also do, and Canadian counties probably, and Comanche. But, yes.
So does the payment have anything to do with the valuation, the tax-based valuation of the county? That's why the big
Yes.
cities.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to leave unless you have questions. Can we get both letters back? I guess I did. All right, thank you guys for your time.
You bet, good seeing you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna follow her out if we don't get
Yes,
that.
I am pretty clumsy.
I'm gonna get out early today.
I don't know.
Well, come on, think about it.
This is the table they asked right here.
No. Oh, shucks.
I think the public demands we stay here till 5.
Okay,
I hate to be rude, but I'll say it.
that's fine. I deal with stuff up front. Thanks for calling.
You're welcome.
Tell Donna about her new job.
Yeah. She'll be the first to know.
Item 5, approval of payroll, warrants, and claims.
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 6, discussion of possible action regarding floating road crossings. Rodco, AEC, Blue Ridge, Work Water, and Access Michigan.
Okay. 1 and 3.
All the Rodco District 3 permits I'm gonna approve. There's one of them on there with share up there crossing Garden Road. I think it's fine.
Okay.
I looked over all mine yesterday.
Well, did that legislative deal address these?
Not really. I asked about it and kind of explained to them the limit that we were still caught in the middle on. And basically, ACO's of the opinion that the oil companies still, fact or fiction, which may or may not have been an idle threat, intend to try to pass legislation of their own to clear the mess up, probably in their favor somehow, but nonetheless, to clear it up. And ACO seemed to take the position that the oil companies can get done whatever they want to get done. So for us to try to fight it would probably be futile. It's kind of what I got out of it.
Well, they've run me through the ringer. An OSBI investigation and a whole 9 yards. And OSBI called me and told me I was doing nothing wrong. So where does that leave us?
I don't know. I think it sounds to me, as far as ACO is concerned, it probably leaves us at the mercy of the oil companies and the state legislature, is the way it sounds to me.
Then in other words, the AG opinions that are in place, we're just supposed to throw them out the window.
Well, I don't know. We didn't go into it in great detail.
Well, I mean, I think that's where ACO is providing very poor leadership.
Yeah.
Because, as a matter of fact,
Well, I was surprised to hear them say that, you know, even though it may be true in real life, that to try to come up with something of our own would be futile. I don't know if I agree with that or not.
well, I don't disagree, but I mean, I'm using what's in place appears to me to be the thing to do.
Right,
And that's an Attorney General's opinion that a 7th grader could read.
right.
What's ACO?
Association of County Commissioners of Oklahoma.
There are education, legislative kind of directive.
Sort of like the State School Board Association for schools.
Yeah,
I would
that's
assume
about the same
so,
type
but-
deal, probably.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was on the motion.
Okay, this is the one he just brought in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did good.
Very
He
unusual.
told me to put him on there every time regardless, because he said he might walk one in, so I've been trying to remember.
Well, I'm gonna make a motion to approve mine for Alfalfa Electric. It's just an overhead crossing.
Second. Did mine never get a second?
I don't think it's.
Second.
Okay.
I think that's when the discussion began and it got lost.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for District 1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That was a done one for myself.
And he brought the check for this one, Kim?
Yes,
Okay,
I have everything.
okay.
I don't feel like most of this, but I'm gonna take it back and let Levon look it over before I turn it into her. So I'm gonna bring it back to you, or where she's stationed at this doing her
We're
court.
stationed in that, in the conference room.
Okay. It's getting into some head
Yeah.
count numbers and things here, I don't know off the top of my head.
There's more than signs, so I mean, Randy.
That one there. Item 7, discussion of possible action regarding the SPC copier.
You wanna tell them what went on? No? Okay, SPC, there was 3 people from there that came out, a service person and then 2 higher ups. And, they did get that fixed. They said it was it had defaulted back to the original settings or something, and apparently, I guess, maybe the,
The process of fixing it is what, Kim?
These are all done.
They pushed a button.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yes. So it is working, and we will find a place for it within the county to
Okay.
Matter of fact, Dean's went on the blank this week, so
Did it? Okay.
But what did?
Dean's
Oh, really?
out there.
That being said, if that's where you need to take it, I would take it there. Levon had expressed interest in it, as hers was about a 15-year-old one from Pam's office when we got, it was old when we got it, we're still running it, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, I told him I wanted to wait and to say, I told him not to call anybody to get it worked on yet or whatever, and so, I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but,
I just think it's unusual, what was his name?
That's
well, that's,
Which one are you gonna send
We
out?
don't need it in here, do we?
No, it's up to her. It's her office.
I mean,
No, we don't need to.
You got a brand new one sitting there beside
Yeah.
it.
Sending the used one out there?
it'd actually be closer for them to come work on it
Yes,
at my
it would.
shed,
Yeah.
if they need to.
Because
Right.
that was the main reason I think you got it. Did you guys declare that one surplus?
No.
No.
we didn't, though.
We
They were
held off.
started to.
Okay.
She'll need to do a transfer document moving it
Right.
from here to D2. That's about all that's gonna happen on this deal now. And then he'll have an inventory card to track it.
We're gonna go ahead and make that in the form of a motion to
If that's okay with everybody.
transfer it to D2.
Hell, he's in need, yeah,
Yeah.
just take it.
Okay. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Any new business?
Don't know that.
Item 9, approve or disapprove blankets.
Just make a
Yes.
motion.
So
Second.
second. Whatever.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 10, motion to adjourn.
I'll make her.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.